All right, testing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hopefully you're all doing well and having yourselves a very, very fantastic day. Phillies are taking on the Miami Marlins to wrap up their 3-game set. All right, we just got home. We're ready to go. Sorry about being a little bit late. Just came back from Atlantic City and had to work at the radio station, so we're all good and we're all ready to go. All right, so the Phillies lineup will be a little bit different today. Edmundo Sosa actually got placed on the IL with back spasms. That was reported earlier today. Kyle Schwarber is going to be playing out in left field. Trey Turner is batting second and is going to be playing over at shortstop. And then it'll be Bryce Harper DHing, batting in the 3 spot today. And here comes the first pitch to Schwarber, and he fouls it away. Castellanos will be batting in the cleanup spot. Then it's Bryson Stott right behind him. Cody Clemens playing over at first base. Wes Wilson is over at third, and he's batting 7th. And Brandon Marsh will be batting 8th. And then Aramis Garcia will be making his catcher debut for the Phils as the next pitch is fouled back towards the screen. So he will be batting in the 9 spot. No balls, 2 strikes. Cabrera kicks and delivers the pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards straightaway center field, and that will be caught on the run. And the Marlins get the first out recorded in the top of the first. Hey, y'all, just joining myself, actually. Nice. Very, very nice. Yeah. A little bit of a later start, but that's what's going to happen now on Sundays, because we're working at the radio station. 1 out, top of the first, and the pitch to Turner, and he loses his bat, and I think fouled it off as well. It went over towards the visitors' dugout. So again, just to recap, it is Schwarber, Turner, Harper, Castellanos, Stott, Clemens, Wilson, Marsh, and Garcia. Garcia is catching behind the plate. On the bump for the Phillies will be he'll be making his debut. It'll be Seth Johnson. Should be an interesting outing for him. 25 years old from Concord, North Carolina. No balls, 1 strike. Edward Cabrera on the hill for Miami, and he throws the 0-1, and it's swung on and missed. All right, why is this not even? Don't know why. No clue. Turner's average is at 297. And the 0-2 pitch, and that's outside. Taken for a ball. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. And turn on those notification bell icons. We got 54 people tuning in. And the 1-2 to Turner, and he fouls that one back towards the screen. Xavier Edwards is the shortstop for the Marlins. We'll get to the we'll get to the rest of the infielders in just a few moments. And the 1-2 pitch. And there's a fly ball hit out over towards left center field. And on the run to make the catch is Griffin Conine, who's playing out in left field. And there's 2 up, 2 down. So Schwarber lines out to center, and Turner lines out to left. So Edwards is over at shortstop for the Marlins. Bryce Harper's up to bat. The other infielders, it'll be Bride over at first, Lopez at second, and Norby at third. The pitch, swing and a miss. Left fielder is Griffin Conine. Then the center fielder will be Javier Sonoja, who came in to pinch hit in last night's game. And the right fielder will be for the Marlins. It'll be Jesus Sanchez. No balls, 1 strike to Harper, and he takes the next pitch high and away. Harper lifetime is 3 for 7 against Cabrera with a double and a home run. And the pitch, breaking ball that's in the dirt. And the count is now 2-1. Phillies took the first 2 games of this series and then lost yesterday afternoon by a score of 9-5. So they still lead the series 2-1. The count is 2-1 to Harper. And the next pitch popped up and hit out over towards shallow left field. Getting under it is Conine, and he'll be there to make the grab. And the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Phils. And we head to the bottom of the first. Marlins are due up to bat. Sanchez, Bride, who else? Lopez. And again, in case you are just tuning in, we are going to be, whenever, if we're covering the Eagles or even the Phillies on Sunday afternoons and there's a 1 o'clock game or a 1:40 game or whatever it is, we may be a couple of innings late because I'm working now in Atlantic City and I've been producing over there. And I have to rush home after the show. And I'm about an hour away. About an hour, so. We're trying to handle this and we're doing this the best that we can. But I wanted to let you know today that's why we're late. And probably on other Sundays, that's how it's going to be too. So Xavier Edwards will be batting in the leadoff spot for the Fish. And he's playing over at shortstop. Then you got Connor Norby playing over at third base, batting second. Jake Berger is the DH in this afternoon's game, and he'll be batting third. He had the day off. Jesus Sanchez is the right fielder, and he's batting in the cleanup spot. Then over at first base, it'll be Jonah Bride batting fifth. Otto Lopez in the sixth hole, playing over at second base. Seventh will be Griffin Conine, who's out in left field. And then it'll be, after that, Javier Sonoja, who's batting eighth. And ninth will be Nick Fortes. Did I miss somebody? Edwards, Norby, Berger, Sanchez, Bride, Lopez, Conine, Javier, Somoza, and then Fortes. Here we go. First pitch underway. That's taken way up high for a ball. Edward Cabrera pitched the first inning, and Seth Johnson will pitch the bottom of the first for Philadelphia. And the next pitch, and that's taken just a hair down low for ball one. What's going on, everybody? Crew chief for this afternoon, it'll be Nate Tomlinson calling the balls and the strikes. David Rackley's over at first, Larry Vanover's at second, and Chris Siegel's at third, and the 1-1 is high and away. The Fightins are 85-57 and have a 38-32 record on the road. 2-1 pitch. Here it is, swing and a miss. Now, their magic number last night did decrease against the Braves, but for them to win the NL East, it is still at 14 because the Mets did win, and the Mets are now above the Atlanta Braves. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Xavier Edwards, batting .328 on the season. Johnson kicks and delivers, and it's thrown high for ball 3. Edwards has done a pretty good job in this series so far. Johnson delivers from the stretch, and his first at-bat on the mound, he allows a walk as Edwards gets on with a full count, and he's over at first. With Lehigh Valley, he's thrown his four-seamer about 52% of the time. Hitters were batting 115 against it. They were batting about .050 against the slider, which he threw 30.7% of the time. In the pitch, there's a four-seamer that comes in at 96 miles per hour. Connor Norby is up to bat. Had a homer in last night's game in the bottom of the first. And the 1-0 delivery that's on the inside corner, throw over the second base, is not in time by Garcia. And a stolen base by Edwards. That's his third stolen base over the last 2 games. And he got a good jump there. Really did. On the defensive side, Phillies will have Aramis Garcia catching, as the 1-1 is on the inside corner for strike 2. Cody Clemens is playing over at first base today. Bryson Stott is over at second, and the third baseman will be Wes Wilson. And shortstop is Trey Turner. 1-2 pitch, here it is. Fly ball hit out over towards deep left center field, and that one is long gone. And Connor Norby, for the second straight day in a row, hits a 2-run homer in the bottom of the first. One was right out over the middle of the plate. Oof. Man. Right over the middle. Left fielder for the Phillies will be Kyle Schwarber, as the next pitch is taken for a strike. Center fielder is Brandon Marsh, and the right fielder is Nick Castellanos. 0-1 pitch. And there's a fastball taken at the kneecaps for strike 2. That's how you get a welcome to the big leagues. And the 0-2 pitch. It's popped up, and it's fouled behind the plate. Marlins are in their blue tops and have the black letters and the white bottoms. The ball is 2 strikes, and the pitch, and that's up high for a ball. I mean, David, like, what would you do? Taijuan Walker hasn't pitched well. Tyler Phillips has not been pitching well. Who would you put in? 1-2 pitch, and that's outside and low for ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Marlins lead at 2-0 in the bottom of the first. And the next one is up high and inside for ball 3. Still no outs recorded, and Jay Berger, who is had a pretty good season, 25 homers and 60 RBI. Three-two pitch. Here it is. There's a pop-up that's hit out over towards shallow center field. Marsh is on the run, stops and makes the grab. Colby Allard. Allard hasn't really been pitching too well, though, either. Do you think Allard's the best option that we have? So Seth Johnson is 25 years old, from Concord, North Carolina. Taken as a pick by the Rays. 1 out, bottom of the first in the pitch. Line drive hit out over to center field, and that's going to drop in for a hit. Marsh plays it on 2 bounces. And the third base runner is aboard. That is Jesus Sanchez. I mean, it's not like I would pull Turnbull if he wasn't on the IL. Yeah, but like it's not really a clear. There's not a definitive answer. Is like the thing that I'm trying to get at. There's not really a definitive answer for who to go to. Bottom of the first, 1 out, and the pitch that's taken for a strike. Bryant is hitting .255, has 6 homers and 24 RBI as well. The ball is 1 strike. Johnson kicks and delivers and throws it low. So Seth Johnson, the 25-year-old, is on the bump. Again, we mentioned he's from North Carolina. He'll be 26 on September 19th. 1-1. That's outside for ball 2. There's a guy who was a position player, but they sort of made him into a pitcher. Went to J. Robinson High School, and then after graduating in 2016, he enrolled at Louisburg College. The next pitch is low for ball 3. He was mainly a shortstop when he was over there. He had about 254, had 9 homers in both of his seasons. And then in his sophomore year, he transferred over to Campbell University and began focusing solely on pitching. 3-1 pitch. That is low for ball 4. Did pretty good in his junior year back in 2019 with Campbell. He pitched in 14 games, started in 11. Struck out 81 batters over 66 1/3 of an inning. Then was selected by the Tampa Bay Rays with the 40th overall pick in the 2019 draft. Then he was traded to Baltimore in a 3-team trade, which got the Rays Jose Siri from the Houston Astros, and then the Astros actually got Trey Mancini from Baltimore. And another guy, his name is Jaden Murray from Tampa Bay. And then the Orioles got Chase McDermott. Then, of course, this year he was traded to the Phillies in exchange for Gregory Soto. 2 runners on, 1 out, bottom of the first. Why isn't Schwarber pitching? Well, you wanted to know more about this guy, so I just gave you information about him. Lopez is up to bat. And the pitch on the way, popped up and hit out over towards shallow center field. Marsh is on the run, stops and makes the grab. And out number 2 is recorded. It was Otto Lopez who popped out. So already 6 men have come up to the plate. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Now it's Griffin Conine who is up. Johnson kicks and delivers, throws a curveball. That one is in the dirt for ball 1. Griffin has had a pretty good series so far. The 1-0 pitch. There's a strike. JJ, when was the last time that Bryce Harper homered? The last time that Bryce homered was on August 9th. There you go. August 9th. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball hit over towards the first base side. Cody Clemens has it, and he tags the bag for out number 3. And the inning is over. So the Phillies give up 2 runs on a 2-run homer hit by Connor Norby. And we head to the top of the second. Phillies are down 2-0. Zachary, August 9th, I think. David's a true Phillies fan. The fact that he knew that is pretty big, so. Got Red Zone on the TV, then I got you on the iPad. It's a busy day for all the sports fans, so it's a pretty busy day for sure. I get it. I understand. How's everybody doing in the chat? We have a quiet one today. Come on, man. How you all doing? Why is the chat quiet? What's going on? I mean, I understand that it's football Sunday, but I mean, come on. Like, still got a Phillies game. Still got a Phillies game today. All right. So here we go. Top of the second coming up. Phillies will have Castellanos, Stott, and Clemens due up to bat in their half of the second inning. What else do we got going on? We could take a look at some of the out-of-town scores. I'll do that in the third. I was going to take a you-know-what, but now I want to know how the Phillies come back. I mean, it's in the second inning, so you have plenty of time. Matt says, I'm at work. What's up, man? Thank you so much for stopping by. Beautiful day out at Lone Depot Park. Phillies will not head to Tampa Bay. Instead, what they'll do is they'll play the Tampa Bay Rays at home and start a 3-game series tomorrow night. Phillies need to wake up. Let's go. And the pitch. And there's a strike. Yeah, you got to keep it PG, man. Keep it PG. 0-1 pitch. That is in the dirt for a ball. When's the last time the Casty curse actually went into effect? I don't know. 2 for 7 lifetime he is against Edward Cabrera. And the 1-1 delivery, swing and a miss. It was on a slider. It was right down the pike. Rays already have a 2-0 lead. That game is actually in the top of the 7th. It got started early today because it's on Roku TV. 1-2 pitch. That's fouled back towards the screen. Gotta tell you, Casty has been sort of coming back down to earth a little bit, but he's been doing pretty good. Already in the season series between the Phillies and the Marlins, the Phillies have actually put up 72 runs, and the Marlins have only put up 51. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And 4 up, 4 down, as Castellanos is retired and goes down swinging. Here's the red-hot Stott, who over his last 5 games has 9 hits, and he's batting .391 during that span with a 1.027 OPS. And the pitch to Stott, and he throws it, and it's taken down low, excuse me. All right. Stott batting .249 with 11 home runs and 54 runs batted in, as the 1-0 is taken at the kneecaps for strike 1. He's also hitting .346 in the month of September. 1-1 pitch on the way. There's a line drive hit out over to center field. It's sharply just right at the center fielder, though, for out number 2. That was Samaja. Two nothing Miami. Sonoja, excuse me. And the first pitch to Cody Clemens is taken for a ball. So he's ahead in the count 1-0. Wearing the white batting gloves. Has the red wrist protectors as well. And fouls off the 1-0 pitch to make it now a 1-1 count. I'd like to see the Phillies not split this series and just come out on top here today. But the 1-1 is grounded back over towards the mound, and the underhanded throw by Cabrera is in plenty of time. 6 up and 6 down for the Fightins. And we head to the bottom of the second. It's 2-0 Miami. Okay, Bride is over at first. Lopez is at second. Norby is at third. And Fortes is catching. Okay. Good stuff. Apparently, Phillies Tailgate tweeted out that Aramis Garcia, who's catching behind the plate today for the Phils, He's using his Iron Pigs catcher gear today out in Miami, which is really cool. He has his glove as well. And that's really awesome. In case you did not hear, Edmundo Sosa did go on the IL today. He's dealing with back spasms. JT Realmuto also was reported by Scott Lauber, said that his bruised left knee feels, quote-unquote, much better today than yesterday. He could play again in a day or two, but the Phillies will place Edmundo Sosa on the IL with back spasms. And so Rob Thompson allowed Bryce Harper to DH today and for Kyle Schwarber to take left field in regards to that. So it's 2:06 p.m. Eastern Time. I hope that you're all doing well and having yourselves a very fantastic Sunday afternoon, man. It is a gorgeous day out here in South Jersey. It really, really is. How's the weather by you guys? Have you guys had a really nice weekend? Did you guys do anything special outside? I want to hear what you guys have to say, and I want to hear I want to have a conversation with you. I really do. As we do this. The pitch on the way, and that's taken for a strike right down the middle. So Seth Johnson is out there for his second frame. It'll be Sonoja, Fortes, and Edwards due up in the order. No balls, one strike in the pitch. Slider that misses down and down and out. This is the 71st road game for the Phillies. The 1-1 on the way. Line drive hit out over to right center field, and that's going to split the gap and go all the way towards the Jersey Mike sign. Marsh gets over to it. Rounding second and heading on over to third is Sonoja, and he gets on. Actually, he gets on with a double. He was rounding second. He looked like he was heading over to third. But then they changed. They made a cut and cut over to another camera. And instead he stayed put over at second base. Let's see again. He stopped over at second. So there is the third hit allowed by Johnson. Comes Fortes, who shows bunt over towards the third base side, and it is a foul ball. Sunny and gorgeous here in North Jersey. Good. I watched your stream this weekend, says Zachary. Yeah, but did you do anything else? Did you eat dinner? Like, did you watch a movie? 0-1 pitch. And there's a bouncing ball hit over to first base. Clemens has it, and Johnson has to cover the bag, and he does. And there's one out. And heading on over to third base is Sonoja. So the ground out does advance Sonoja over to third. Really nice here in Delaware, too. I also did some homework this weekend. That doesn't sound fun. I'm happy that you're here, though. That's nice. You didn't go outside to play. You didn't, spend time with your family. We got a runner on over at third with one out. And we're in the bottom of the second. Make sure you hit the like button and hit the subscribe button as well. We need 16 more subs in order for us to get to 4150. One out in the bottom of the second. And the pitch. There's a fly ball hit out over towards left field. Schwarber backpedals and heads on over just in front of the track. They'll just eat it up as tagging up from third and coming in to score is Sonoja. And there's a sac fly by Xavier Edwards. And that makes it 3-0 Miami. Liz said, I sat outside by the pool, church, cooked pork, potatoes, and veggies. That sounds nice. That sounds really nice. Cool. I could go in the pool today. That sounds really cool. The pitch, and there's a strike. I like the sound of that. 0-1 pitch. Popped up, hit out over towards the first base side and foul ground. Clemens gives it a look, and he's there to make the grab. And the third and final out is recorded, but the Marlins add another run on a sac fly hit by Xavier Edwards. And Sonoja came on in to score from second base after getting on with a double. All right, so top of the third coming up. Here we go. Fouled out to first base. All right, top of the third. Let's go. All right, let's take a look at the NFL scores first and foremost. All right, so currently as we speak, the Patriots are beating the Bengals 7-0 with 150 left to go in the second quarter. The Saints have a 23-0 lead against the Panthers. And there's 2 minutes and 8 seconds left in that second quarter before halftime. And then there's 47 seconds left in the first half of the Falcons-Steelers game. Steelers currently lead at 6-3. Kirk Cousins has thrown for 108 yards, does have one pick today. And then the Bills are currently down 17-3. Kyler Murray has gone off in the first half. He's thrown for 130 yards and also has thrown for a touchdown today. It's 17-3 with about 55 seconds left to go in the second quarter. Titans are shutting out the Bears 17-0 with 3:44 left in the first half. 2-minute warning has approached for the Texans and Colts game. It's 12-7 over there. And then the Jaguars are out in Miami. It's 14-0 Jacksonville. Tua Tagovailoa has thrown for 99 yards, but they have not been able to find the end zone. And the Vikings are winning 14-3 against the Giants at MetLife with about 1 minute and 1 second left in the first half over there. So, those are all the scores going on right now in the NFL. And now back to Major League Baseball, as the Phillies are going to be coming back up to bat. Wes Wilson is up, and the pitch, swing and a miss. Rays lead at 2-0 as they head to the top of the 8th against the Orioles. DeLuca is 2 for 3, hit the 2-run home run. 0-1 pitch. There is a pitch on the outside edge for strike 2. Red Sox have a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the third. And then the Braves lead at 1-0 in the top of the third. 1-1, swing and a miss. Nationals are down 4-2 against the Pirates. And that game is in the top of the third as well. Rockies and Brewers just got started, and the Marlins are leading the Phillies 3-0. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Wes Wilson, and the next pitch is low and away for ball 2. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Wes Wilson, who's batting about .416 over his last 14 games. 2-2 pitch, here it is, swing and a miss, 7 up and 7 down by Edward Cabrera, as he records his second strikeout on the afternoon. And Brandon Marsh is coming up to bat. And hopefully he can sort of break the ice here. All right, let's go. George! Pitch to Marsh, and he takes it inside for a ball. Stubbs isn't playing because he got roughed up yesterday. He really did. Had some sack bunts. He had a couple of bunt hits in yesterday's game. And took one to the face as well. Also collided with Harper a little bit. So he got pretty roughed up yesterday. The 1-0 is fouled back over towards the screen. We have time called here as the trainer is going to check up on Fortes to see if he's okay. Now fouled a pitch on him. Brandon Marsh went to Buford High School in Georgia. Played basketball, baseball, and football. 1-1 pitch. and there's a strike. He was a receiver and a cornerback and helped Buford win the Quadruple A state championships in 2013 and 2014. 1-2 pitch, here it is, swing and a miss. Marsh gets a changeup and goes fishing after it, and Cabrera gets his third strikeout on the afternoon. Did you know that Brandon Marsh played football? Pitch, here we go to Garcia, who's making his first professional at-bat. And there is a foul ball. This is his 7th season, Aramis Garcia. His first at-bat, though, with the Phillies. And the 0-1 is taken for a strike. What's too funny, Brandon Marsh playing 3 sports, or the Phillies just not being able to get a hit against Cabrera? 0-2. And that is down low and outside for a ball. He's from Hialeah, Florida, and was taken by the San Francisco Giants in the 2014 draft. And the pitch, swing and a miss, and there is the third strikeout of the inning. And Cabrera strikes at the side. The Phillies can't get a hit off of him. He's been untouchable so far, and the inning is over. All right, so we head to the bottom of the third. It's 3-0 Miami. What's up, Mike? How you doing, man? Thanks for stopping by. Till halftime I said what's up. I appreciate it. All right. Yes. Bottom of the third coming up. They got owned by a rookie. And it still is early on, guys. It still is early on. Aloha from East Hawaii. This series has been highs and lows, says John. In all honesty, man, like, the Marlins are eliminated from playoff contention. And so it's like, you know, this series does not really get the juices flowing for a lot of people. You know, it's more so about just taking care of business and then just waiting for them to play against the Mets, to play against the Rays. You know, not saying that these aren't critical games, because I think today is a big game for them. You know, they got to win, and I really want to get the 1 seed. I care about it. I do. So that's how I feel. And that's how I want their mindset to be as well. What's going on? We got a new subscriber here. That's cool. What's up, Justin? How you doing, man? Shout out to you for coming on here. How'd you find our channel? And what made you stay around? What's going on, dude? Welcome on into the Play-by-Play with JJ community. Brandon, how you doing, man? I'm doing pretty good. Bottom of the third, 3-0 Miami, thanks to a 2-run homer by Connor Norby in the bottom of the first, and a sac fly hit by Xavier Edwards in the bottom of the second inning. So Berger is going to lead off the inning against Seth Johnson, who kicks and fires and throws a slider that's in there for strike 1. Rays just put Jeffrey Springs on the 15-day IL. It's a big loss for them. One of their big, dominant left-handed pitchers. 0-1 pitch. And there's a swing and a miss, and the count is now 0-2. Mentioned that the Phillies are going to be back home tomorrow night against the Tampa Bay Rays, as the 0-2 is swung on and scorched over to third base. Wilson has it, though. Gets up, throws over to first, and it's in time to get Berger. It was a good play by Wes Wilson. Made a sliding stop over at third base on a rope. And Berger grounds out right on over to third base. Phillies will have Christopher Sanchez pitching on the rubber tomorrow. And the guy that he's facing it was supposed to be Jeffrey Springs. Don't know who his replacement is going to be just yet. And the pitch, and that's taken for a ball. So 1-0 is the count. We're in the bottom of the third. 1 out. And the pitch on the outside corner for strike 1. Sanchez hitting .249. There's 17 long balls and 49 RBI as well. And the 1-1, swing and a miss. It's been one of those guys who has done a pretty good job against the Phillies. And the pitch. And there is a ball taken, and the count is now 2-2. Sanchez has 29 hits in 36 games against the Phillies, including 4 homers and 21 RBI. And also 6 doubles and 16 runs scored. 2-2 delivery. It's taken for ball 3. Three balls, 2 strikes, and the payoff pitch. And that is bounced foul towards the first base side. Did you hear that it's my first time with you? Yeah, I acknowledge you, man. You probably didn't hear me. 3-2 pitch. That's way inside for ball 4. And getting on with a 1-out walk will be Jesus Sanchez. Yeah, so welcome on in, man. I'm a diehard Phillies fan. Love it, man. Love it. Welcome aboard. 1 out, bottom of the third. We got a runner on over at first base. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. 3-0 lead for the Fish. And the next pitch, and there's a 4-seamer that is at the kneecaps for strike 1. And that's going to make the count now 0-1 to Jonah Bride. You know, there was this guy that played football at my college as the 0-1 is lifted out over to right field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. So a bloop single is heading on over to third base is Sanchez. The throw is cut off by Clemens. And Bride gets on base for his second time on the afternoon. We had this guy who played football at my college. He was a running back. Really, really cool name. Messiah Divine. Messiah Divine. Please tell me that that's not the coolest name for a running back. I think it's so sick. But I bring him up because there was also another guy who was really good at our school. Played baseball center field. Trip McCaffrey. And he was pretty fast. So every time you get triples, that just rolled with the tongue. Triples. It's beautiful. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch on the way. Line drive it out over to left center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. So Sanchez will round third. He'll come on in to score. Stopping over at second base is Bride. And the Marlins score for their 3rd inning in a row and lead it 4-0 against the Phils. And now Otto Lopez gets on with a base hit. And Aramis Garcia is going to go out there to have a conversation with Seth Johnson. I miss real cheesesteaks and soft pretzels. Where do you live, man? What's up, Lou? How you doing, man? Is Mick Abel eligible to be brought up? He is, but Mick hasn't really had a good, he hasn't really been that good this year. He's been struggling. How about Otto Lopez now 7 for 15 in this series against the Phillies? 1 out. And the pitch, swing and a miss. Good slider thrown by Seth Johnson. Already has 50 pitches on the afternoon. Here's the 0-1. Fly ball hit out over towards right center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. Another run's going to come on in to score, and that is Jonah Bride. And an RBI single will put Otto Lopez over at third base. And it's 5-0 Miami. And this one's already getting ugly. And another pitch that was left out over the middle of the plate. It was a fastball. And was just right at the letters. Can't give this guy anything right down the middle. Because he can torture baseballs, man. So runners at the corners. And up to bat is Somoza. Still one out, bottom of the third. And the pitch is high. It was a curveball, taken at 74 miles per hour. We've had bad outings from Tyler Phillips, where he's lasted about 1 2/3, and he's allowed 8 earned runs. Hopefully it doesn't go there, though. 1-0 delivery, swing and a miss. By the way, the Braves do lead at 1-0. Chris Sale is on the bump. Mets and Reds are in the top of the fourth, and they're scoreless. Both teams. Pitch on the way, and that's taken for strike 2. Severino has the start today for the Mets. We're looking for their 79th win and their 10th win in a row. 5-0 Marlins. Bottom of the third. 1 gone. And Johnson kicks and fires. And that's fouled back towards the screen. Saw an interesting stat about the Phillies, and of course I lost it. Here's the 1-2. Ground ball into left field for a base hit, and this will easily get another run home, and that'll make it 6-0 as Otto Lopez scores. Heading over to second base is Conine. And there's 3 straight RBI singles, and the Marlins have now a 6-0 lead in the bottom of the third with still 1 out. So Caleb Cotham is, it was just off the phone. And somebody else is going to warm up in the pen. The pitch. And there's a slider that's low and away for ball 1. Johnson was called up for Sosa. Johnson, his jersey number is 51. They had to change his jersey number because he had the same one as Sosa. Pitch on the way, line drive, hit out over to right center field, and this is going to bring 2 runs home. And going on over to second base is Nick Fortes, and there is a 2-run double, and that makes it 8-0 Miami. I mean, they are putting on a clinic today and just spanking the Phillies so far. And Rob Thompson has seen enough. So 2 1/3. The runner at second is still Johnson's responsibility. And we have a pitch and change, and we'll head on over to the bullpen. 8-0 Fish. Still in the bottom of the third. All right. Thompson seems satisfied with just winning the division, says Jack. Criticize him all you want, man. I don't know who else they could go to in this spot. I think any way you look at it, it's a lose-lose. This is so hard to watch, especially after last night's game. Well, that's why we got to try to keep it entertaining, right? Because guess what? I'm actually going to be giving away some gifts at the end of this stream. So if you come on at the end, or if you stay on to the very bitter end, you're going to get, you may be eligible to get something. So I just want to throw that out there. So we got that. Got a little potential giveaway. And, yeah. It's not going well, says Luke Arcini. I wanted to talk while we're still in the whole Philly sports realm, okay? While we're still in the Philly sports realm, I want to give credit where credit is due and say that Saquon Barkley was a beast on Friday. He was really, really solid. I was really proud of what he was able to do. Him in the Kelly Green, man. It's going to be scary with that O-line. He's going to have looks that he's never had before. And I think he was just scratching the surface. I really do. Jalen, look, he didn't play in the preseason. Yeah, that impacts his arm. Thought that he didn't really have a good game on Friday, and his decision-making was horrendous. But I think that he'll do a better job moving forward, and I'm interested to see how he responds on Monday Night Football next week against the Falcons. The pitch, here it is, and there's a strike called on the outside edge. Xavier Edwards walked, scored a run, had an RBI, and also stole a base. Got on with a sac fly, or hit a sac fly his last time up. Max Lazar is pitching, and the 0-1 is grounded foul. So Johnson's afternoon is done, going just 2 1/3, and giving up so far 8 earned runs. 10 seconds left on the pitch clock, and Lazar gets set above the letters. 5 seconds left to go now in the 0-2 delivery, and that is just off the plate for ball 1. Yeah, not writing Hurts off. Let's see how he bounces back. That was a weird game in Brazil. One ball, 2 strikes, and 1 out in the bottom of the 3rd. Brewers currently lead at 1-0 in their game against the Rockies. 1-2 pitch, grounder, hit over to shortstop. Turner has it, flips it over to first. However, the runner from second, Fortes, heads on over to third. And the 9th man to come on up to the plate will be Garrett Norby. Marlins have 8 runs on 8 hits. The pitch by Lazar. There's a fly ball hit out over to deep left field. And the Marlins take a 10-0 lead as Norby goes deep not once, but twice. And he has 3 homers in his last 5 at-bats. And it's now a 6-run, or a 7-run, I should say, 3rd inning. Another mistake left out over the middle of the plate. This guy's going to have a future, for sure. This guy's a ball player. Bottom of the 3rd, 2 outs in the pitch, swing and a miss. I mean, just ridiculous. Was called up on June 3rd, and then he was got injured on the 8th, and then came back on July 25th. Then got sent down, and came back up in August. And ever since he's gotten called back up, he has 24 hits in almost 70 at-bats. Pitch on the way, and that's taken for a strike, so it's a 1-2 count. And the 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss. And Berger, who grounded out to third to start off the inning, strikes out to end the inning. So 10 guys come up to the plate for the Marlins, and they get 7 runs in the 3rd inning. And we head to the top of the fourth. It's 10-0 Miami. Okay. All right. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks, and turn on the notification bell icons. Appreciate you all so much for being here. Again, stay on to the very end, and you will be eligible to receive some type of a gift from JJ. Phillies put up 16 runs on Friday night. And the Marlins, I gotta tell you, over their last 2 games so far, they've put up 19. They had 9 yesterday and 10 so far today. Crazy. All right, make sure you like and subscribe, folks. Appreciate you all so much for being here. It's time now for On This Day in Phillies History. Today is September 8th. Wow. Crazy. It is September 8th. And how about this? What happened on this day in Phillies history, JJ? Of course, this is brought to you by Broad and Pattison. Richie Ashburn fouls off 14 straight pitches in 1954 on September 8th. And that was against Cincinnati's Corky Valentine. All 14 came after he worked up a 3-2 count. Don't know what the final result was of the at-bat, but that was a 20-pitch at-bat. Crazy. Top of the fourth. Nobody on, nobody out, and Kyle Schwarber is up to bat. And he takes the first pitch low and away. Juan Samuel, in 1987 on this day, leads off the game against New York with a homer off of Sid Fernandez. And that was his 7th career leadoff homer, which was a team record at the time. 1-0 pitch. And there's a pitch taken down low for ball 2. Two balls, no strikes, and the next pitch. And there's ball 3. And the count is 3-0. Schwarber takes the next one right down the middle for strike 1. In 2009 on this day, the Phillies beat the Washington Nationals 5-3. As the 3-1 is low for ball 4. All of their runs were from solo homers. And that was a team mark for most runs scored solely on solo shots. So Schwarber is the first base runner today, by the way, for the Phils. So he gets on with a walk. And Trey Turner looks at a strike. Happy birthday to former Philly Nick Williams. Shout out to him. Born in 1993 on this day. The 0-1, swing and a miss. And Al Pardo, happy birthday to him. Al Pardo. He's now 62 years old. The pitch. Here it is. That's a strike called. And the count is 1-2. Cabrera already with 44 pitches so far. And the 1-2, line drive caught over at second base, and Schwarber's going to get caught into a rundown, but throw back over to first is in time. Just an unlucky hit by Turner. Hit right at Lopez, and Schwarber just froze. And he was far off the bag, so he gets doubled up. A 4-3 double play, and there's 2 gone. But the Mariners, they have a 5-0 lead in the top of the second out at Busch Stadium. Pirates have also put up 5 runs so far, and they're threatening to put up some more in the bottom of the fourth. Pitch to Harper, high and away for a ball. 1 ball and no strikes to Harper, who takes the next pitch for strike 1. Looked a little low. One pitch. That's outside for ball 2. So Connor Norby has 13 extra base hits in 18 games with the Fish. 2-1. Fouled off. The most extra base hits in someone's first 18 games with the Marlins was from Charles Johnson, who had 15 extra base hits when he was called up in 2001. 2-2 delivery. That's up high for ball 3, so Norby joins him. Three balls, 2 strikes, top of the 4th, 2 outs. And the payoff pitch to Bryce Harper. Ground ball hit over to 3rd, scooped up, and the throw over to 1st will get Harper out. So Norby fields the ground ball and gets Harper out, and the inning is over. Phillies offense goes silent again for another inning. And we go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 10-0 Miami. Okay. Just one of those days for the Fightins, man. That's enough Phillies for today, says Jack Fritz. Phillies Baseball Talk just tweeted out about a half hour ago and said, if you asked me before the Blue Jays series if 4-2 was an acceptable 6-game road trip, I would have told you yes. That being said, splitting a 4-game series with the Miami Marlins is laughable. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. All right. Appreciate you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. He kind of expects to win every single game. What are we doing? What is up, chat? What's going on? For some reason, it's not showing up on here. I don't know why. JJ just checking in. What's up, Larry? How you doing? How are you doing? You clearly care what I say if you're talking to me, says Lou. What's going on? That wasn't directed at me, man, was it? Trying not to get too heavily involved in chat now. It's no offense to you guys, but I can't get distracted with the convos. I'm happy that y'all are having them though, because that's what I created this community for. Comes Jesus Sanchez, who takes ball 1. Axel Lazar came on in relief for Seth Johnson, who gave up 9 runs in his 2 1/3. One was inherited. 1-0 pitch, and that's taken for ball 2. Lazar not wasting any time. 2 balls, no strikes. He winds up and fires and throws a strike on the outside corner at the kneecaps. John Fowley tweeted out about 20 minutes ago and said that the Phillies' record going into today, they are 60-33 in night games and 25-24 in day games. 3-1 pitch, and that's outside for ball 4. And getting on with a leadoff walk will be Jesus Sanchez, who walked his last at bat. Seth Johnson of the Phillies is the second pitcher in AL/NL history to allow 9 or more earned runs and 3 or more walks without any strikeouts in his major league debut. Fun fact reported by Paul Casella. 1 ball, no strikes. And the pitch to Bride is taken for strike one. The other pitcher was a guy named Hanson Horsey, who did it back on April 27th of 1912. So again, Johnson is the second pitcher in AL/NL history to allow 9 or more earned runs and 3 or more walks without any strikeouts in his major league debut. The pitch to Bride, ground ball hit on over to third, the throw over the second, there's 1, and the throw over to first, there's 2. And a double play by Philadelphia. First time that we played the air horn there. All started from Wes Wilson. Now it's Otto Lopez who is due up to bat. One-0 pitch. Popped up, hit out over towards the first base side, and that one goes out of play. You know it's a blowout when we're chatting about the Eagles. Yeah, but to be fair, in a baseball game, usually during the middle of the game, you usually do sort of talk about things off topic too. Like yesterday we were sort of doing that, but I get your point. You know, because yes, it's early and they are getting blown out. But even when there's not a lot of action, you know, we bring other things into the conversation because we got to keep it engaging. So I would have talked about the Birds today regardless, is what I'm saying. You know. But yeah, you're right. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch up high and inside for ball 2. Two pitch. It's outside and low for ball 3. Today was fun though. I got to actually be on the air for the first time today with Billy, so that was really cool. And I did a full hour myself, operating the board. And, yeah, man, that was awesome. 3-2 pitch, and there's a foul ball hit over towards the first base side. So that was cool. I don't know what's going to happen for next weekend yet. But I think I'm going to try to go back in. 3-2 pitch, and a called strike 3 at the kneecaps, and finally, the first strikeout is recorded by Philadelphia. And we head to the top of the 5th. Phillies are down 10-0, still hunting for their first hit. Can they do it? That's the question. So yeah, so that was really cool. I got to operate the board today, and I got to host with Billy, so I like doing that, man. I really do. I like radio a lot. I love streaming too. Don't get me wrong. You know, you don't have to worry about going to breaks and stuff. It's nice. Both of them have their pluses, for sure. Hopefully we get to go on the air a little bit more, you know, but you got to work for it, just like anything, you know. That's what happens. So have you let me ask you guys this. Okay. How many people like being on camera in the chat? Let me know down below. How many of you like being on camera or having your voice be heard? Because some people are really afraid of that. And they're camera shy. And that's understandable. But I'm curious because it took me a little bit of time to get over that. And that was one of my fears. even when I had the theater background, it still took me time to get over, talking to people in front of like big audiences. And you're not really doing that with streaming, in person. But I eventually would love to have a conference or do something in person where I get to talk to so many people and try to inspire many. I think it's really cool. 1-0 pitch to Castellanos, grounder. It's hit back up the middle, but it's scooped up by Xavier Edwards, and there's the first out of the inning. Cabrera has pitched really well today. It's been untouchable. Justin says, let's see. The pitch, and there's a strike. Justin says, on the go with CeeLo, who does the Braves and NASCAR streams, is the one who recommended this channel since I was a Phillies fan. David says I'm neutral on camera. Nice. I'm really glad I found this channel. Yeah, man. It's a little bit laid back, especially on a day like today, But it's nice to sort of just kick back and relax, 1-1. Ground ball hit over towards the right side, scooped up by the second baseman, and the throw over to first is in time, and Bryson Stott is out. 2 up, 2 down. And the only base runner that has gotten on is Kyle Schwarber. Lou says, I'm better on camera than live. I'm good on the mic because so many years of talking into gaming headsets to people. I get nervous for public speaking, though. That's understandable. Excuse me. The pitch. And there's a foul ball. No balls, 1 strike. And the 0-1 pitch, and that's outside for a ball. One of my goals is to talk. I didn't even write this down. But something that really is on my bucket list is the 1-1 is fouled away over towards the third base side. And Berger gives it a look, and it's a foul ball. One of the things on my bucket list is to speak in front of a large audience of at least 1,000 people, and do a speech, or just a public speaking event. 1-2 pitch, fly ball hit out over towards straightaway center field, not that deep though. And there to make the grab is Sonoja for out number 3. Another 1-2-3 inning. Phillies have not gotten a hit through 5 against Edward Cabrera. And we head to the bottom of the 5th. It's 10-0. You heard that correctly, Miami. Just speak as if you're talking to your best friends or friend that you haven't met. Yeah, exactly. But it's not as easy as that sounds. In theory, for sure. Absolutely. It's not easy to do, though. But, in theater, they teach you to, look into, the back wall. But, yeah. Sorry, JJ. When you go on camera, I usually leave the room. Reason I'm interested in the game and not your personal stuff, says Robert. That's totally fine, man. That's fine. Yeah. It is what it is, man. Sometimes we have to diverge away from the game. It's 10-0, man. I mean, there's not really a whole bunch to talk about, so. But that's fine. That's fine. Devon Achane is questionable to return. Or sorry, Devon Achane. Yeah. Is questionable to return because of an undisclosed injury. All right. So we go to the bottom of the 5th. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. Appreciate you all so much for being here. For those of you that like to get to know me for who I am personally, I appreciate that very, very much. And for those of you that are tuning in for the game, I appreciate you guys too. Griffin Conine is up to bat. He's 1 for 2 today. He had an RBI single his last time up. And the 1-0 pitch. There's a foul ball. So Lazar, already with 26 pitches, lasted about 2 1/3, or is on a 2 2/3 of an inning, excuse me. And the pitch, and there's a strike. Two balls, one strike, bottom of the 5th. And the next pitch on the way, here it is. Ground ball hit over towards the right side and right through the hole for a base hit. And Castellanos gets over to it. And there's a base hit by Conine. There's his father, Jeff, who has to be happy about that. And Griffin Conine is now 2 for 3 today. So a leadoff single in the bottom of the 5th. And Lazar with 20 pitches. How do we get here, JJ? It's been all Marlins as the first pitch in this at-bat is taken for a ball. Was inside. Well, the Marlins scored 2 runs in the bottom of the 1st on the first homer by Connor Norby. He would homer again in the 3rd. Then they got a sac fly in the bottom of the 2nd and made it 3-0. And then that was from Xavier Edwards. Then they scored 7 runs in the bottom of the 3rd. 1 ball, 1 strike to Sonoja. And the pitch, there's a bouncer hit back over towards the mound. The flip over to second, there's 1. And the throw over to first in time for a 1-4-3 double play. And that's how you get 2 outs. 4-3 double play. Let's go. All right. So Fortes is up to bat. The 7 runs that were scored in the bottom of the 3rd, by the way. You had a 2-run homer hit by Connor Norby. You had an RBI single hit by Otto Lopez. Another one hit by Conine. And then one after that hit by Samoja. Then you had a 2-run double hit by Nick Fortes. The pitch. Fly ball hit out over towards straightaway center field. Marsh is there to make the catch. And the inning is over. Time to go to the top of the 6th. The Phillies are down 10-0. All right. So let's go to the top of the 6th. And while we're at it, you know what we're going to do? We're going to go raid Rising Rhino. So that's who we're going to go say hi to. I want us to go say hi to him. He's doing the Texans game. They lead at 15-7 against the Colts.
You are the future.
So let's go say hi to Rising Rhino. All right? And say that play-by-play with JJ sent you. So let's do that. JJ Raid. Okay. Let's see. Ugh.
This is only game 1 of 3, people. We got the Broncos and the Seahawks next, and the Rams and the Lions tonight. Carr's 119 yards and 3 touchdown passes.
Let's go,
Panthers
Rhino.
team is
David's there. Let's go.
All right, 2nd and 10.
Good
Get
stuff.
some pressure. Blitzing. Throws it down low and smash to the 28. So it'll be 3rd and 6. Gets about 4 yard. Hutchinson on the
Nice.
catch.
Messiah's there as well. Thank you so much. Give him the likes and the subs, baby.
So 3rd and 6. Gotta stop him. Let's get the ball back. Get the offense on the field. What's up? Play-by-play with JJ on the raid. What's happening? Welcome in, David. Welcome in. Hopefully the Phillies are doing good. Good luck to the Phillies. Make sure you guys go check out Play-by-Play with JJ. Subscribe to his channel. Sub it up over there. What's up,
All right.
Messiah? Joining in on the
stuff.
JJ raid. Play-by-Play with JJ.
All right, here's Wes Wilson and the pitch. Ground ball, and that goes right through the wickets of the third baseman out to left field for a base hit. And, well, there is a single It's hit by Wes Wilson. I think that's what they're going to call it, and that's the Phillies' first hit on the afternoon. Probably should be recorded as an error because you got to make that play. Here we go, top of the sixth. The runner on over at first. And the pitch to Marsh, and that's taken up high for ball one. See how they ruled that. So 1 ball, no strikes. So they do rule it as an error. So it is not a single by Wilson. It's an E5. 2 balls, no strikes. So we didn't do it just yet. Oh, yeah, that's an error. Oh, man. Appreciate it. 2 balls, no strikes, and Garcia waits in the on-deck circle in the pitch. And there's a fastball that's taken at 97 miles per hour on the outside corner for strike one. Marlins have 10 hits today, and have done a really good job hitting with runners in scoring position. They are 6 for 10. 2-1 pitch. Foul ball. Somebody check on the Philly captain. His channel is back, or not his original channel, but he did make another channel because his other one was taken down. 2-2 pitch. Line drive smacked into left center field, and that's going to break the no-hitter. So finally the Phillies get their first 2 base runners. Well, they're second and third base runners on the day. But regardless, Brandon Marsh gets a single, and that's going to break the curse. Here we go. Good piece of inning by Marsh. Just took one that was right down the middle and smacked it over towards the left center field side. And up to bat is Aramis Garcia, who's catching today for Stubbs. And the pitch, and there's a pitch that's high and inside for ball one. Edward Cabrera, the 26-year-old from the Dominican Republic. The last time he pitched, he went 5 1/3. He had 1 earned run allowed in that game, and he struck out 3 batters. The pitch, and now it's a 1-1 count. Yeah, I agree. 1 ball, 1 strike. Wilson on over at second. Marsh at first. And Cabrera with pitch number 69. High bouncer hit over to third. It's a foul ball. Last time Cabrera faced the Phillies was on August 14th. He gave up 6 runs, and the Phillies won that game 9-5. Did last 4 innings, though, and only struck out 2 batters. Today, it's been a different start so far. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Garcia. And here's the next pitch, and that's way outside for ball 2. Two balls, 2 strikes. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And here's the next pitch. There's a ground ball smoked over to third. The flip over to second, there's 1. And the throw over to first, dugout for out number 2. And a double play hit into by Aramis Garcia. And there's 2 away. However, going over to third base will be Wes Wilson. And now it's Kyle Schwarber, who is due up to bat. They're in the top of the 6th with 2 outs. And the pitch to Schwarber, there's a little grounder hit over towards the right side, and it's going to roll foul, and Schwarber goes back to the plate. The ball is 1 strike to Schwarber, who's 0 for 1 today. Did get on with a walk, though, his last time up. And takes the 0-1 at the kneecaps for strike 2. Thank you all so much for staying on here with us. Appreciate it. The ball's 2 strikes and 2 outs in the top of the 6th. And the 0-2 pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. Patriots are winning against the Bengals 13-7. Ramondre has rushed for 71 yards. How about that? On 15 carries. It's in the 3rd quarter. Not a lot of offense. 1-2 pitch. That's outside for ball 2. And the Saints are slaughtering the Panthers. I mean, my goodness. Alvin Kamara has 82 rushing yards. And Shaheed recorded another touchdown today. 2-2 pitch, check swing, did Schwarber go? And they say no over at third base. Carr already has 3 touchdown passes. Three balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs in the top of the 6th. And the 3-2 pitch to Schwarber, swing and a miss. And he swings at a breaking ball that's in the dirt. And that's going to do it as we head to the bottom of the 6th inning. 10-0 Miami. This game is like watching paramedics putting Band-Aids on Tony Montana. That's interesting. Well, the timing of it is perfect because it's on an NFL Sunday, right? So I figured that we weren't going to get a lot of views today because it's NFL Sunday. It's the first weekend of the season, right? It's the first week of the season. So naturally, you know, and this game doesn't really have a lot of juice to it, right? So it's understandable. My job is to try to keep it as entertaining as I can, but I can only do so much, you know? But I do want to say thank you all so much for being here. And again, if you do stay on till the end, you might be eligible to win something. So I want to try to make it worth it for some of you. I really do. Don't forget to like and don't forget to subscribe, folks. I need y'all to hit the like button and help us get more and more people to view our play-by-plays. I would really appreciate that. How many are in the stands? Don't know yet. They usually don't tell you till like the 7th inning. So once I find out, I will let you know. I promise. Vikings are also mollywopping the Giants 28-6. Sam Darnold has thrown for 186 passing yards, and he's 16 for 19. Malik Neighbors has had a good day, though. He has caught 59 of the 111 passing yards thrown by Daniel Jones. Literally half. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Jose Alvarado will come on in to pitch the bottom of the 6th. Good time to use him. This will be his 59th game. He has a 1-5 record. And the pitch. And there is a strike. Alvarado's been better as of late. Here's the 0-1. That misses down. Phillies have the Bat Boy warming up in their bullpen. Is that true? One. That's way inside and low. Oh my gosh. John Clark just tweeted out something really funny. How's it going for the Giants? A laughing emoji. Daniel Jones threw a pick, and he was like, this is what happened with this after watching Saquon Barkley in his Eagles debut. Yep. and it was a pick six. 2 balls and 2 strikes on the long foul ball hit by Xavier Edwards. Two balls, 2 strikes. Alvarado on the bump. And already 4 pitches. So he gets set just above the belt. Kicks and fires. There's a grounder rolled over to second. Stott has it. Flips it over to first. And the out is made. So it was a ground out to Bryson Stott. Okay. Am I feeling any better? Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. Thank you for asking. I appreciate that. I feel better if the Phillies were putting up runs, obviously. But no, physically, I'm feeling a lot better. Thank you. Here's the pitch. And that's taken by Connor Norby for strike one. He's homered twice today. And has 3 homers over his last 2 games. 0-1. That's down and away. Mentioned that he has 15 extra base hits in his rookie season so far. And he hasn't played for a long time. 0-1-1. Strike 2. Just on the inside corner. Belt high. 1-2 pitch by Alvarado. Fouled away. Phillies have only struck out 1 batter today. And that was Otto Lopez, who was caught looking on strikes to end the 4th. Here's the 1-2 pitch. That sails way inside and nearly hit Norby. So that's going to make it now a 2-2 count. The pitch from Alvarado. Grounder hit over the short. Turner scoops it up, throws across the diamond, and gets the second out of the inning. You know, it was announced earlier today that Kendrick Lamar is going to be performing at the Super Bowl halftime show. And I'm wondering if Taylor Swift is going to be on stage performing Bad Blood with him. That was the first thing that came to my mind. The pitch, and that is high for a ball. I really am a big fan of Kendrick, though. But how do you guys feel about that? 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch. There's a foul ball hit back towards the screen. I'm a very big fan of Kendrick Lamar. One ball, 1 strike, and Alvarado kicks and delivers and throws a cutter that misses down low for ball 2. If you've ever seen Black Panther, that's one of the best soundtracks for an action movie, in my opinion. And Kendrick Lamar was the guy that produced it. The pitch popped up, hit out over towards the shallow right field side. Castellanos has it, and Berger is out. And we head to the 7th inning. It's 10-0 Miami. And the Phillies are coming up. Let's go Phillies, says Matt. What's up, man? What's up, Daniel? How you doing? How you doing? You guys coming over from Birds Watchers Cast? Appreciate you guys so much for being here. Anybody else have something to say about Kendrick Lamar performing at the halftime show? If they have any thoughts about that. Also, got the news that Dak Prescott got a contract extension. $240 million. $80 million signing bonus. That is so crazy. I wonder how that now impacts Brock Purdy's deal. You heard it was P. Diddy and... no. Not at all. I love Kendrick Lamar. Try to keep it clean, man. I am a big fan of Kendrick, too. I'm excited. Like, legit question. Are there any decent starting pitchers entering free agency we could yank for our fifth starter after this coming year? I mean, tell me a team that has like a decent fifth starter. It is so hard to find them. So hard to find. To Pump a Butterfly is one of the greatest albums of all time. Damn is one of the best albums of all time. That one's good though too. But I'd say Damn is his best. Here we go. Top of the seventh. 10-0 Miami in the pitch. And there's a curveball taken at the kneecaps for a strike. Overpaid. Yeah, I agree. Easily. If we're talking about Dak Prescott, yeah. 0-1 pitch. Ground ball, foul ball towards the third base camera well. Giants fans are currently leaving the home opener with 4 minutes left in the third quarter. It's funny. The ball is 2 strikes, and the pitch. It's just outside, and not by much for a ball. One-two pitch. That's inside for ball 2. I didn't find out, but did Jamar Chase ever sign his extension? 2-2 pitch. That's outside for ball 3. Anybody know? Did he ever sign his extension? Because I heard that he had until like 11:30 today in order to negotiate. 3-2. There's a foul ball. Painter will be the fifth starter. Yeah, well, he hasn't even pitched this year at all. So they're going to take their time with him. He's not going to be the everyday starter coming in to next season. Maybe as the season rolls. But he's coming off of Tommy John. And he still hasn't even pitched. Three balls, 2 strikes. Cabrera with 84 pitches. And the 3-2. And there's a curveball that's taken all the way for strike 3. Right down the hatch. And 1 out already in the top of the 7th inning. As Garcia goes down looking. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Mod Squad, how many likes do we have on here? Let us know down below. I don't think I have any mods up here today. The first pitch to Harper in the air, hit out over to deep right field. That's going back towards the track. That hits right off the top of the wall. And Harper tries to extend a single into a double, and Edwards drops it. Harper would have easily been out. But there's a double by Bryce Harper as he barely, and I mean barely, just missed a home run. That hit right off the top of the fence. Huh. See where this pitch was again. Right in the wheelhouse for Bryce. He thought he had it, and he was jogging on over to first base. That just hit the top of the wall. Actually landed on the wall at the Pepsi sign. And he would have been out at second. But regardless, he gets on with a double with 1 out. Here we go. Pitch to Castellanos, and it's a 1-1 count to him. 1 hit. Now make it 2 hits, Denbrew. Harper is 4th in the National League in doubles with 36. Bohm still leads the National League with 44. 1 ball, 1 strike to Nick Castellanos, who's hitless in 2 at-bats today. And his lifetime against Edward Cabrera, 2 for 7. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball knocked down by Cabrera. Looks back at second to keep Harper in check and throws it on over to first. And Castellanos grounds out. There's 2 gone. And Bryson Stott will get a crack at it for the 3rd time today. By the way, Trey Turner was replaced by Buddy Kennedy from Millville, New Jersey. Pitch, and that's taken for a strike. Just want to make sure that I noted that. Tanner Banks is warming up and will pitch the bottom of the 7th. No balls, 1 strike to Stott. And the next pitch is taken way outside for a ball. Would have been nice for Harper to hit that home run. 1 ball, 1 strike. Cabrera with 91 pitches. And the next pitch to Bryson Stott is downstairs for ball 2. Cabrera's longest outing this season only went 7 innings, and that was against the Padres on Friday, August 9th. Only allowed 4 hits. 2-1 pitch, swung on, smacked out to left field. That's going to drop in for a hit. Harper is rounding, or is going to just go on over to third. And Stott does extend his hitting streak, and he gets on with an opposite field single and puts runners at the corners. So the Phillies, for the first time, get 2 hits in the same inning. So Stott has now gotten on base 4 days in a row with a hit. Comes Cody Clemens, who's 0 for 2 and is grounded out and flied out. 2 outs, top of the 7th. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And the pitch fouled away. Phillies have had 3 starts from the number 5 spot in their rotation since demoting Colby Allard, says Adam Aronson. Taijuan Walker, who gave up 6 earned runs in 6 innings. And the 1-1 is up high for ball 2. Then it was Tyler Phillips, who went just 2/3 and gave up 6 earned runs on Monday. And now today it's Seth Johnson, who goes 2 1/3 and gives up 9 earned runs. And doesn't even strike out a batter. 2-1 pitch. Popped up and hit out over towards the third base side. And Norby gets under it and will be there to make the catch. And the side is retired. Phillies get 2 hits in the inning, but nothing else to it as they're blanked. Bottom of the 7th coming up. Phillies down 10-0. Okay. All right, trivia time, baby. Let's go. I'm going to ask you a Phillies trivia question. If you get it right, you'll hear this. If you get it wrong, you'll hear this. And, of course, this trivia question is brought to you by Ethan Baumholtz of Advisors Mortgage. If you are looking for a mortgage process here in South Jersey or in Pennsylvania, if you're also looking to refinance your home, hit up my guy Ethan Baumholtz. He's the man. He is great. And he has over 20 years of experience and is dedicated to making your mortgage process smooth and stress-free. That's my guy Ethan, man. He was my former basketball coach and has really been a huge mentor for me in a lot of ways. I really mean that. Give him a call today, 609-230-5558. His email is also posted on here as well. You can check it out down below in the description area. And give him a call as well and tell him that Play-by-Play with JJ sent you. All right, so trivia time. Let's go. Okay, so here we go. I want to know, where is it? Which Phillies hitter holds the all-time franchise record for best overall batting average? Does anybody know the answer to that question? Which Phillies hitter holds the all-time franchise record for best overall batting average? Best overall batting average. Anybody? The best overall batting average in Phillies franchise history. The player who has the best batting average in Phillies franchise history is blank. Anybody? Something Hamilton. Something is incorrect. Was it Charlie Ussell? Was it Chase Utley? Yes. Hamilton something. It is... Take a couple more guesses. Can anybody get the name? Richie Ashburn. Nope. Ty Cobb. Nope. Not Ty Cobb, Tony. Chief McKee. Chief McKee? No, sorry. That's also incorrect. Oh, Phillies, sorry. No, you're good. Trey doesn't count, right? We're talking about best overall batting average in Phillies franchise history. So you have to be a Philly. Trey does not count because he was just a Philly last year. 1 ball, no strikes. Tanner Banks on the hill and the pitch. And that is taken for a strike. Ben Franklin. Billy Hamilton. Yes, KGB would have got it correct, but he forgot. It was Billy Hamilton. Billy Hamilton was also an MLB player in the modern day as well who stole a lot of bases. But yes, Billy Hamilton is correct. Good job. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the next pitch, and that's fouled off. John, oh, wait, never mind, John. Billy Hamilton, yes. I couldn't remember his first name. Yeah, Billy Hamilton. Yep. Good job. 2-2 pitch, here it is, swing and a miss on a fastball right down the middle. And Tanner Banks gets his first strikeout of the afternoon and cashes one into the bank. It was a pretty good pitch there. Let's talk a little bit more about Tanner, shall we? So he gets Sanchez to strike out. And Jonah Brad comes up and takes a ball. Banks this season, well, he was originally on the Chicago White Sox. What the heck was that? That scared me. 1 ball, no strikes in the next pitch, and that's taken for ball 2. Banks is a 3.78 ERA, and he's 32 years old, has now 72 strikeouts, as the pitch is taken for strike one. Is Chris Sanchez on the bump tomorrow? He is. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch. Here it is, swing and a miss. Ten to 0. Glad we don't have to face the Marlins in the postseason. Well, we just beat them 16-2 not too long ago, but I feel you. 2-2 pitch on the way. Grounder rolled over to shortstop, scooped up by Turner. Scooped up by Buddy Kennedy, and he throws it over to first for out number 2. Kennedy replaced Trey Turner. Two gone here. And the pitch from Banks. It's a curveball that's way outside. One ball and no strikes. And the next pitch, swing and a miss. One ball, 1 strike. And the next pitch is taken for strike 2. Here's the 1-2. That's fouled away. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Swing and a miss. And the inning is over. All right. So let's go to the top of the 8th inning. It's 10-0 Miami. And with that, we're going to go raid somebody else. All right. We are going to go raid somebody else just to go say hi and support other streamers. So what we're going to do is we're going to go say hi to somebody else. Let's go say hi. Let's see who else is on right now. Dixon Way has over 100 people tuning in. Good for him, man. Let's go support him. Let's go say hi. Let's do that. Actually, wait. Let's go say hi to Mike Sports Vibes because he came on to support us the other day. He's doing the Vikings game, so let's go say hi to him. All right. Here we go. Let's go say hi to Mike Sports Vibes. Let's go say hi to him.
That's going to be 32-yard line. He's a better punter than that. That's not a good
Let's go
pick.
say hi. There we go. He only has 14 likes.
All right, 9 minutes and 59 seconds left in the game. The Minnesota Vikings are in control. They have, like you said, keep running the ball. Wind that time down. Let's come out with a dub. Wind that time down.
Oh, sorry.
Let's come out
I
with a
didn't
dub.
post it. I'm sorry.
Ain't no point of taking a chance and
Sorry about that. Let's go say
making
hi.
this a game.
My bad.
Run the dang on ball.
My bad.
JJ, play with JJ. Shout out to my guy. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to JJ, man. JJ Ray, love your thank you, man. Y'all got a lot of love for you, man. And man, you motivate me. I see your play-by-plays for Phillies, man. You are definitely doing a wonderful job, man. Keep up the great work,
man.
And keep striving, man. Keep on doing what you're doing, brother. Got a lot of respect for what you're doing. You be doing your thing on them play-by-plays, man. Play-by-play with JJ. If you're a Phillies fan, subscribe to his channel.
Appreciate
Definitely.
that, man.
Ryan.
Appreciate that, man. That was nice. 1 ball, no strikes, and the next pitch to Wes Wilson, and that's fouled away. All right, so I did just post that in the live chat. There we go. Good stuff. How many likes do we have on here? We had 75 people tuning in. I appreciate you all so much for hitting the like button. Just 70 likes. Come on, man. 70 likes. What are we doing? 1 ball, 1 strike. Top of the 8th. Nobody on and nobody out in the pitch to Wes Wilson, and that's taken for a strike. Come on, man. Hit that like button, bro. I'm sticking it out just to see if they score, says John. I appreciate that. I know it's not the best game. I totally get it. Wilson up to bat, 7, 8, and 9 to up in the order, and the 1-2 pitch, and that's way inside. There's a good changeup thrown there, too. Bakar is on the bump. The 2-2 pitch, and that's fouled away. Bro, we have to get to 100. Like, there's no excuse. We gotta get to 100 likes. Come on, man. 100. Gotta get to 100. 2 balls, 2 strikes. In the top of the 8th. And the next pitch, swing and a miss. And Wilson strikes out. And Bakar gets his first one today. Shout out to Lance at Ron Street Studios. I don't know who Lance is. I don't know who he is. John, you're not that troll, right? Who does who's the Gettysburg guy, right? Joey B and the gang are actually about to get defeated by the Pats. It happens, man. The ball is 1 strike to Brandon Marsh. And the 0-1 pitch fouled back towards the screen, then the count is 0-2. Bro, we gotta get to 100, bro. Had them in my eliminator. The Bengals. The ball's 2 strikes, 1 out, top of the 8th. And the next pitch, and that is way up high and way outside for ball 1. Nothing too much else to talk after this game. Disappointing, really. 1-2 pitch, foul back. One ball, 2 strikes. 3 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 1-2, here it is, swing and a miss. And Marsh strikes out on a slider thrown by Bachar. And there's 2 up, 2 down. So Sanchez, Suarez, and Wheeler are going to pitch on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Howard says, is this preseason baseball? Well, when it's on an NFL Sunday, you know, it's going to be hard to get the numbers up. So, the pitch, swing and a miss, just doesn't compete with it, you know. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Please tell people about this channel. Would really appreciate that, man. 72 likes. We have 83 people tuning in. We got to get to the 100 mark. Let's do it. 1 ball, 1 strike to Garcia. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And the next one is down and out. It's because it's the first NFL Sunday, too. Yes, that is correct. Baseball playoffs will compete more. Well, it's not even just that. It's also just the fact that you know, like when they play the Mets and they have a more meaningful series, then more people are gonna like want to tune in. When the Eagles aren't playing and the Phillies play in a more meaningful series, You know? Like that you have to understand too. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the next pitch was fouled off. And it's a blowout. We had a lot of people tuning in, like over at least 160. And then it just dropped because, guess what? This team was getting blown out. For sure. Absolutely, Lou. Correct. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Here it is, swing and a miss, and the inning is over. We go to the bottom of the 8th. Marlins lead at 10-0. This game is only 2 hours old. It's crazy. Feels like it's been a longer game. Don't forget to like and subscribe. 9 of you have not hit that like button. We got to get to 100. Let's keep going. Baby. I think we're going to pour this guy into here. All right, let's take a look at the out-of-town scores. We'll do that now. We'll go to NFL first, and then we'll go to MLB and do that again. All right, so in the NFL, Patriots are up 16-10 against the Bengals with about 3:04 left to go in the fourth quarter. Bengals currently have the football. The Saints are up 40-10 against the Panthers with 11 minutes and 21 seconds to go in the fourth over there. Derek Carr has thrown for 200 yards in that game so far. Commanders and Bucks will play at 4:25 p.m. Eastern Time. It's actually supposed to rain in Tampa Bay, according to the AccuWeather. How about the Cardinals and the Bills? The Bills have come back. They've put up 21 points here in the second half and lead at 31-28. They were down 17-3 at one point. So Josh Allen has come all the way back. And the Bears lead at 24-17. Will Levis was doing good, and then finally Caleb had a response and has gotten the Bears 2 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. They lead at 24-17 with 7:35 to go. Texans are beating the Colts 29-20. C.J. Stroud has had a pretty good game so far. Joe Mixon, 25 carries, 139 rushing yards, and Nico Collins with 5 receptions for 105 receiving yards. Dolphins are down 17-14 with 8:54 left to go in the fourth quarter, and the Vikings lead at 28-6 with 5:39 to go in the fourth quarter. And those are all your scores for the NFL. 1 ball, no strikes in the pitch to Conine, and he lines this one out over to center field. And Conine has a 3-hit day, his first 3-hit day in his major league career. And Garrett Stubbs, who did not start today, is going to pitch. He has a 21 ERA in 3 innings. Got the day off today. He's now coming in to pitch. The pitch on the way. Ground ball hit over to second. The flip over to shortstop. There's one. Throw over to first. Not in time as Sonoja beats it out. And he sort of tripped on the bag and stumbled a little bit. But there's one away. Red Sox and White Sox are tied 2-2 in the bottom of the 8th. Red Sox are up to bat now. Blue Jays are down 1-0 against the Braves. Pittsburgh Pirates are winning 7-3 in the top of the 9th against the Nationals. And the Brewers are down 4-1 against the Rockies heading into the 6th inning. Mariners lead at 9-2 against the Cardinals as the first pitch is taken for a strike to Pareda. And he'll foul the next one away as he comes in to pinch hit for Fortes. 9-2 in the bottom of the 5th. Trent Thornton now is pitching for the Seattle Mariners against the Cardinals. Rangers lead at 5-3 as they go to the top of the 5th. And the Mets and the Reds are tied 1-1 in the top of the 7th. Royals also lead at 2-0 against the Twins as the next pitch is taken for a ball. And the Cubs are up 2-1 against the Yankees. 1-2 pitch, ground ball, hit over to second base. And the throw over to second, there's one. The throw over to first in time, and Garrett Stubbs gets a 6-4 3-double play and throws a good inning. And we go to the top of the ninth. Schwarber, Kennedy, and Harper are due up in the order for the Phils. Rays also shut out the Orioles today 2-0. Come on, Reds and Blue Jays. Yeah. It's the Reds that decreases the magic number because the Braves are one game behind the Mets now. I'm just stoked I can listen to a play-by-play on a Sunday in Hawaii. Not trolling, just trying to inject some humor. No, I got you, man. I got you. I just didn't know. I didn't mean to call you out specifically, man. You know, I was just curious because sometimes, like, we have this one troll who keeps making like all these like different accounts. Like he's had to have made about like 25 accounts just to troll us. I'm not even joking. So yeah. At least one run, come on. So the Marlins have scored all 10 of their runs in the first 3 innings. They put up 7 in the bottom of the third and pretty much put the Phillies to bed. All right, let's go to the top of the ninth. Hit the like button. Let's get to 100 likes before the end of this. Come on, man. 84 people tuning in. We got to get to 100 likes. We're at 75. We need 25 more. Yeah. I was talking about Gettysburg before. Yes, sir. All right. Here we go. Top of the ninth. 10-0 Miami. That guy is dedicated to his trolling. He is. I got to give him that. I do. I got to give him that. All right. Don't forget to like and subscribe, folks. Let's get to 100 likes, at least. This would break our record for least amount of likes. That's all right. But that guy is dedicated to trolling. It's funny. Here comes Kyle Schwarber. He'll lead off the top of the ninth. And the first pitch is low for a ball. Lost my eliminator pool week 1 for the second time. The only time I lost week 1 was before his Russell Wilson's first game in Denver. Oof. That sucks. The 1-0 pitch. That's outside for ball 2 to Kyle Schwarber, who's 0 for 2 today. So the Phillies are down to their final 3 outs. 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch to Schwarber. And he takes one right at the knees. This Tyreek Hill's doing good for me in fantasy. And Steelers' defense has done a pretty good job. TJ Watt has been dominant. 2-1 pitch. That is down low for ball 3. Anybody doing fantasy football? Kyron Williams goes for me tonight. And so does Kenneth Walker plays today. Okay. 3 balls, 1 strike, and the next pitch. Ground ball hit over towards the right side, and it gets through the hole for a base hit. And Schwarber gets a single. And that's his first hit today. And that's the second time he's gotten on base. Thought the game stunk, and then I realized that my cat Moosey dropped a deuce in the litter box. Oh, man. Ugh, man. That's funny. Yohan Rojas is going to pinch run for Kyle Schwarber. They're just going to have him get exercise here. And up to bat is Buddy Kennedy, who takes the first pitch up high for ball one. What's up, JJ? It's been a sleeper today, but I hit the like button. Thanks for what you do, man. I appreciate that, Norman. Thank you very, very much. That means a lot to me, man. 1 ball, no strikes, and the pitch is up high for a ball. If y'all could just hit the like button for me, I'd appreciate that. Let's get to 100 likes. We need 24 more to get to the century mark. 2 balls, no strikes. A runner on at first. And Bermudez throws the next pitch. It looked a little bit high, but it's called a strike anyways. Steelers have been all over Captain Kirk today. Yeah, can't wait to watch that, the rest of that game. Bermudez, who's on the bump, is 28 years old from Coamo, Puerto Rico. And the 2-1 is way up high for ball 3. So 3 balls, 1 strike. Five seconds left on the pitch clock. And the 3-1 pitch way outside and high for ball 4. And the Phillies have the first 2 base runners on. And Bryce Harper is coming up to bat. So now they're 6 batters away from getting the tying run on. 6 batters. Time called on the bump. Jonathan Bermudez. He's only pitched 1 time this year, was called up and got a start against the Rockies. Pitched 3 2/3, gave up 2 earned runs on 6 hits. And the pitch to Harper, and that's way outside and high for a ball. At least get the 0 away. That's what hurts the most right now, says Serena. 1 ball, no strikes. Nobody out in the top of the 9th. And here's the 1-0 to Harper, and he fights it off. The Blue Jays have come back and taken the lead 2-1. But the Braves have a runner at second. Spencer Horwitz hit a 2-run homer in the top of the 8th. That was off of Lee. 1-1. That sails outside and low for ball 2. And the count is now 2-1. So Dylan Lee is the one that gave up the 2-run homer. Two-one pitch to Harper, and he swings at ball 3 and fouls that one back. What was the point of pinch running for Rojas? I was wondering the same thing. I was really wondering the same thing. Just to get him some exercise? I don't know. That's funny. 2-2 pitch on the way. Ground ball back up the middle for a base hit. Rojas is rounding third. And he will come in to score, and there goes the shutout as Bryce Harper gets an RBI single, and the Phillies are finally on the board. Buddy Kennedy now over at second. So that makes it 10-1. That thing was ripped right back up the middle. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We got 83 people on here watching. They're all here for the comeback. I'll call it right now. Potential comeback. Potential. So still nobody out in the top of the 9th. And it's 10-1 Miami. The Marlins have Mike Baumann warming up in their bullpen in case this gets out of hand. for Bermudez. All right. We have a pinch hitter here. It's Cal Stevenson for Nick Castellanos. And the first pitch, and that's way outside for ball one. That was a sweeper at 75 miles per hour. Cal batting .250 this season so far. Bermudez gets set at the belt and fires. The pitch is way up high for ball two. And he cannot find his command right now. Patricia says, now I feel better. Y'all are funny. Y'all are so funny, chat. Thanks for making me laugh. 2 balls, no strikes. And the pitch to Stevenson, and he takes a strike. It's a slider just on the inside corner at the knees. Let's get to 100 likes. Hit that thumbs up button. We're at 79. 99 people are on here watching. 20 of you have to hit the thumbs up button. We got to get to the century mark, folks. Let's go. 2 balls, 1 strike, and the next pitch. And there's a pop-up hit out over towards right field. Jesus Sanchez gets under it, and he'll make the grab, and there's 1 away. And tagging up and staying put over at second base is Buddy Kennedy. And finally, the first out recorded. No, they didn't do that. It's not why they did that at all. No. Comes Bryson Stott in the pitch, and that's taken outside for a ball. And it's 1-0. Strike 1. All right, folks. 20 more likes till we get to 100. 20 more. Just keep them coming. We're at 80. 1 ball, 1 strike. And 1 out in the top of the 9th. And the 1-1 pitch. And Stott fouls that one away. Bryson today just 1 for 3. Did end up getting a base hit. It was a single in his last at-bat. Ten to 1 Marlins. Top of the 9th. Phillies down to their final 2 outs with 2 runners on. And the 1-2 pitch. Fly ball hit out over to right field. It was smacked, but it'll be caught by Sanchez. And there's out number 2. And the Phillies are down to their final outs. That was hit right on the nose. So 2 gone. And it's all up to Cody Clemens, who's hitless in 3 at-bats today, batting .253 on the season. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get to 100. And the pitch. And there's one taken on the outside. Corner for strike 1 to Cody. No balls, 1 strike, 2 outs, top of the 9th inning. The 0-1 delivery is grounded foul, and the Phillies are down to their final strike. Mets are still tied 1-1 in the top of the 8th. Still tied. The ball's 2 strikes to Cody Clemens. And the 0-2 pitch, here it is. Swinging a foul tip into the glove for strike 3. Trina says it was nice losing with y'all. I hope that wasn't a spoiler. But regardless, that's going to do it. Phillies lose by a final score of 10-1 to the Miami Marlins and split the series. Well, that happened. That's another one that you just got to throw into the dumpster. Tough loss. Annoying loss, really, for the Phillies, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Seth Johnson did not have a good outing today. Gets his first loss and goes 2 1/3, gives up 9 earned runs. The bullpen actually pitched really well. They did. But Johnson was really the main problem today. Max Lazard did allow the 2-run homer. That did not help. But the Phillies, they get a gentleman sweep or gentleman swept here in this game. So 10-1. It was really annoying. Fire Rob Thompson. That's not going to happen right now. Today, I think that Rob had his hands tied today. I really do. Johnson gave up 9 runs. I understand. I would have taken them out earlier too. I get it. I understand. That's not how the game of baseball is played now, though, because a lot of other managers would have done worse. And I'm being honest, and I'm starting to kind of see that now. So, because that's the nature of the game now, I can't really blame Rob on this loss. Phillies don't have a good 5th starter. Colby Allard may be their best option, and maybe you should go to him. But they don't have anybody reliable right now, and that's clear. So, this one kind of stings a little bit. It does. It stings. But we're back at it tomorrow, and they got to face the Tampa Bay Rays, and they have to take 2 out of 3 in this series. They just have to. So, 10-1 is the final score as the Marlins beat the Phils. Is the Reds Mets game on? We can stay on for that. We can do that. Is it on TV? We could do that. We really could. See if the Phillies magic number can go down. I don't know if it'll happen, but we can try. I don't know if it's on. I will check MLB Network. I'll check MLB Network. I don't think it's on, though. 576, 586. Oh, it is. Is this the regional game? It is. Okay, great. Let's do it. Let's do it. Top of the 8th, 1 ball, 2 strikes, and Ellie De La Cruz is up to bat. Let's see if the Reds can help out the Phils. Let's do it. If you want to stay on here, let me know. 1-2 pitch, and that's outside and low for ball 2. All right, let's pull up that scoreboard. Let's just keep going, bro. I have nothing else to do right now. Let's go. 2 balls, 2 strikes, and De La Cruz strikes out, and we go to the bottom of the 8th. All right, so we'll pull up that score. Great stuff. Let's go, Reds. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll stay on for it, man. Dave, get your facts straight. It's the division. We have a 7-game lead, and now we are down half a game. That's true. That is true. All right, let's do it. Let's see how the Mets do. Now's the time for scoreboard watching. Now's when this stuff is important. And we got to play the Mets starting next weekend. So, that is a big series. I need them to be ready for that. I do. I need them to be ready for that. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. Let's see something else to root for. It's the 8th inning, man. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's do it. 1-1. That's the Mets game. It's in the bottom of the 8th, and the Mets are coming up to bat. The Mets got their only run today. Ended up getting that in the bottom of the 6th inning. Alonso is due up to bat. And the run was on an RBI. It was on an RBI single by Starling Marte. All right, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let's keep going. All right, and I will change the scoreboard bot right now. We'll do that right now. Where is sportsscoresbot.com? Let's put in the Mets game. Works out that the Mets game is actually on whatchamacallit. All right, bottom of the 8th. Mets are up to bat. It's 1-1. Who else is still here? Comment down below. Let's get to 100 likes. Let's keep it going. 84 likes. 52 people still on here watching. Let's keep going. All right, Buck Farmer is going to pitch. He's gone 63 2/3 of an inning this season and has a 2.97 ERA, 37 scoreless outings, according to MLB Network, over his last 52 innings. And the pitch, and there's a strike called. The Reds, they still have something to fight for, man. Let me see what they are in their division. Let's do that right now. Vientos comes up, and the 0-1, swing and a miss. It was an entertaining way to spend Sunday morning with you. Catch y'all next game, or should I say, you goose, now I want a cheesesteak. Go for it, man. Go for it. We're going to do the rest of the Mets-Reds game. No balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 8th. 5 seconds left on the pitch clock. And here's the 0-2, swing and a miss to Mark Vientos, and there's one gone. Nice pitch. Nice pitch. MLB standings. Look at that right now. Reds are 68 and 75, so it would be a long shot for them. But they're 10 games behind the Mets. Yeah. Here comes Pete Alonso, and he takes the first pitch that's in there for strike one at the knees. Mets are playing at Citi Field and are hosting the Reds. 0-1 pitch. Here it is. Swing and a miss. And Alonso goes fishing after a slider. Let's keep it going, baby. No balls, 2 strikes to Pete Alonso. And the next pitch. That's taken low for a ball. Alonso has done a really good job against the Phillies throughout his career. Braves are down to their final 3 outs, by the way. And the 1-2, there it is. Called strike 3. There we go. And there's 2 outs. So if the Mets lose, the Phillies' magic number to win the division goes down to 13. It would go down to 13 now, which would be big. It really would be. And if the Braves lose, the magic number for the Phillies to clinch over the Braves would go down to 12. The pitch on the way to Jesse Winker is taken for a strike. Who else is still here, baby? Keep it going. 52 people still watching. 0-1 pitch. And that's taken on the upper third of the zone for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Ozuna is up to bat now in the Braves game. 1-2 pitch. That's down low for ball 2. Winning run up at the plate for the Braves. 2-2 pitch to Jesse Winker. And there's a foul ball. Mets have the best winning percentage since June 3rd. They are 54-29. Astros are 51-31. And then the Diamondbacks and the Padres are right behind the Stros. The 2-2 pitch on the way. Check swing, foul ball. Back to the Braves game. Ozuna got on. And now there's runners at the corners with nobody out. In case you are wondering. Two balls, two strikes. Farmer trying to get out of the inning. Can he do so? The next pitch, and that's fouled away. Let's go. Let's go, Reds! Charge! I think we're going to try to do this after almost every single game when the Phillies are done now. Here's the 2-2 on the way. Fly ball hit out over towards medium depth left field. And there's the catch, and the final out of the inning is recorded as we head to the top of the ninth. 1-1 is the score, and the Reds have a chance to take the lead in the top of the ninth. Can they do so? That is the question. Don't forget to like and subscribe and hit those bell icons. We're doing the Mets game now. Let's keep going. Let's keep it coming, baby. Come on. 85 likes. We got to get to 100. I'm not leaving without 100 likes. I'm not leaving without 100. I'm getting my 100 one way or another. It's a good way to do it. Decrease that magic number. It would be great. That would be really, really nice. Can they do it? Can they do it? Will the Reds beat the Mets and help a brother out? Smash that like button. If the Reds win, I'm going to explode. The Braves just tied it. Braves just tied it. It's 2-2. Ugh. Boo. Come on, Chad. You had one job. Chad Green is not the guy. One job, man. Come on. Come on, bro. You had one job. Just one. And I'm sure that the Mets are not happy about that either. All right. The Mets game is more important anyways. But whatever. It is what it is. Braves could still lose. 1-2 is the count to Sean Murphy. So we got that scoreboard up as well. Should I actually put that one up instead? Maybe I will. Okay, we'll put that game up right here. Phil Maton. That's Nick Maton's brother. He's going to go out there to pitch for the Mets. 56 innings, a 3.54 earned run average. He is 3 for 5 in save opportunities. Top of the ninth here. And the pitch. And that's taken inside for a ball. Spencer Steers up to bat. Grounded into a 5-3, or grounded out. And is 0 for 3 today. 1-0 pitch. And that's going to hit Spencer Steer. That got him right on the wrist. And the go-ahead run is over at first. Come on, Reds. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Come on. Well, come on, let's go. All right, let's check up on those Braves. Oh, the Braves got a double play. So that game is going into extras. Keep our eyes on that, too. George! We dropped 2 versus the Marlins. I know, man, I know. But let's see if the Reds can help us here. Come on. Come on, man. Let's see if the Reds can help a brother. Now a blast. Oh, that'd be so nice. Get that magic number down to 13. Come on. I have something to be excited about. Top of the ninth. A runner on over at first. Ty France is up to bat, and he swings and misses at the 87-mile-per-hour pitch. So the Braves just tied it against the Blue Jays as their bullpen crumbles again, and Chad Green gets another blown save. But the game's not over. It's going to the 10th. The 0-1 pitch, ground ball down the third base line, diving stop by Vientos, throw over to first. That's off the line. And that's going to put 2 runners on base. Vientos had a nice play, and then he sort of froze for a second. I don't know why, but regardless, Ty France gets on. He, froze for a second. I couldn't understand what he was trying to do there, but whatever. All right, 2 runners on, top of the 9th. Come on, Reds. Let's go, Reds. Let's see the Phillies in the chat, baby. Come on. Jake Fraley is coming up. There's Carlos Mendoza rocking the sunglasses. 58 people still tuning in. Let's keep it going. And the pitch. And that's taken for strike 1 to Fraley. Alexis Diaz is warming up in the Reds bullpen in case they get the lead. Actually, I think he'll still pitch anyways. 0-1, way up high for a ball. And now it's 1 ball and 1 strike. Iglesias just gave up a walk. And now it's Alejandro Kirk up to bat for the Blue Jays. 1-1 pitch, ground ball hit over towards the right side, and the throw over to first is in time. However, Fraley gets the job done, advances the runners over to second and third with 1 out in the top of the 9th. That was a productive at-bat, to say the least, and actually, Steer had to sort of hop on over that baseball. If he was hit by that, he would have been out. So he's sort of curled. Infield playing in. Espinal coming up to bat. And the pitch, and that's up high for ball 1. The Mets have had 80 consecutive innings without trailing, which is tied for the second longest streak in franchise history. 1-0 pitch. And there's a strike taken on the upper third of the zone. And it's a 1-1 count. Keep the likes coming. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. And the pitch. Fly ball, it's a foul ball. And it goes over towards the right field side and out of play. Horowitz is up to bat in the Blue Jays game. The 1-2 pitch, here it is. Line drive into left field for a base hit. Vientos will get over to it. 1 run's going to score. 2 runs are going to score. And there's a big 2-run double by the Reds as they take the lead 3-1. Let's go. About that. Let's keep going, baby. And how about this? The Blue Jays have the bases loaded in the top of the 10th in their game. All right, time called on the field. Let's go back to the Braves scoreboard, shall we? How about that? Blue Jays have bases loaded in the top of the 10th with 1 out. And it's 2 balls and 1 strike to Lukes, and Iglesias is on the bump. Blue Jays, hopefully they get a couple of runs. Let's keep going, baby. Top of the 9th, 1 out. Back to the Mets game we go. How about that big 2-run double? And now Marte is due up to bat. That was a big at-bat for Cincinnati, and they certainly needed that. Maton, the brother of Nick Maton, Phil Maton, is still pitching. And the pitch, and that's on the outside edge for strike one. Let's go, Jays. So Espinal with the big hit. The 0-1 check swing foul ball. And the count is now 0-2. It's a 3-2 count now to Lukes with the bases loaded for Toronto. Top of the 10th over there. Back to the Mets game. No balls, 2 strikes here. Top of the 9th. Marte looking to get another run. Can he do so? And the next pitch is up high. And Iglesias just struck out Addison Barger. And there's 2 gone. Darn it. 1-2 pitch. And that's just tap foul. Hit the like button, baby. And hit the subscribe button as well. Some bonus coverage here. Alexis Diaz waiting for the bottom of the 9th. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the next pitch, here it is. Bouncing ball hit over to third. It's a foul ball. And the Toronto Blue Jays had bases loaded with 1 out. And the inning is over. So the Braves have a chance to walk it off in the bottom of the 10th. And all they need is a ground out and a sac fly to win. Too bad. 1 ball, 2 strikes here. And the next pitch, swing and a miss. And there's 2 gone in the top of the 9th. So 2 gone, and, well, we are going to have a pitching change as Carlos Mendoza is going to take out Phil Maton. 3-1 Cincinnati, though, and the Phillies have a chance to decrease their magic number with a Mets loss to 13 games to clinch the NL East. All right, back to the Braves game, I guess we go. All right, that game's going to the bottom of the 10th. So let's go back to that right now. Okay. Where is that game? Blue Jays, Braves. There it is. Bottom of the 10th. Zach Pop is going to pitch, and he has to face Jared Kelenic first. Hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button. We got 62 people on here tuning in. Appreciate you all so much for staying on here. If you guys want to donate to the channel, you're absolutely more than welcome to do so. All right. Bottom of the 10th for the Atlanta game, and they're going to intentionally walk Kelenic to try to get the double play. And they're going to face Gio Urshela instead. I like that move by Toronto. Come on, Toronto. They had bases loaded with 1 out. Toronto, come on, man. You choked the game away. You did. Come on, bro. The first pitch, and that's taken for a ball. All right, let's get rid of this guy. We're going to keep the Braves scoreboard up here, too. But we're calling the rest of the Mets game. There's a runner on at second with 2 outs in the top of the 9th. The Reds just took the lead on a 2-run double hit by Espinal. 1 ball, no strikes now to Gio Urshela. Keep the likes coming. Let's go, Phillies. Mets to lose, and we could use a Braves loss as well. It's not necessary. It's not really necessary today, but it'd just be nice. All right, 2 outs, top of the 9th, and Reese Hins is going to come on in to pinch hit for the Cincinnati Reds. All right, here we go. Time called really quickly as Young is now on the mound for New York. The first pitch, and there's a pop-up that's hit out over towards shallow center field. Lindor gets under it, says he has it, and he'll be there to make the catch. And the inning is over. Bottom of the ninth. The Reds need 3 more outs in order to hang on and get the win against the Mets. Now, if the Mets do lose and the Braves win, both teams are tied in the standings. That's another thing to consider. All right, Urshela got out. Good. Urshela got out in the Braves game. We'll wait till both of these games are done. That's what we'll do. Come on, Blue Jays. Come on, Blue Jays. Who else is still here rocking with me? Let me know down below. Orlando Arcia is up to bat. So 1 out, bottom of the 10th over there. We need a double play, says Ed. I agree. Come on, they got to get into it. They got to hit a double play here. And the Mets are going to the bottom of the 9th. They're now down by 2. Bases loaded. Bases loaded with 1 out now. And Ramon Laureano's going to come on up. So a fly ball ends the game. Come on. Come on, just a double play, bro. If they get out of this, I will scream. If they get out of this, I will scream. Let's go, Reds. Yep. The ball's 1 strike to Ramon Laureano as he takes a look at a pitch. Let's see where it was. All right, we got the play-by-play for this up now as well. The ball's 2 strikes to Laureano as he fouls the next one off. Alexis Diaz is going to pitch for the Reds and try to shut the door versus New York. Can he do it? Next pitch, and that's taken outside for a ball to Ramon Laureano. All right, here we go. Bottom of the 9th. 3-1 Cincinnati. Jose Iglesias is coming up. He's 1 for 3 today. He's singled and stole a base. Now it's 2 balls, 2 strikes to Laureano. All right. Can Diaz get the job done? First pitch up high for ball 1. One ball, no strikes. And the next pitch to Iglesias. He shows bunt, takes it back, and takes it up high for ball 2. Laureano's still up to bat in the Braves game. The 2-0 pitch, that's way inside for ball 3. Come on, Diaz. We don't need this. We certainly don't need this. Come on, dude. Come on, man. 3-0 pitch, and finally a strike thrown. Iglesias showed bunt, took it back. 2 outs. There we go. In the bottom of the 10th. They got it. 3-1 pitch, and there is strike 2. So Laureano, I think he struck out. He must have struck out. Or maybe popped out. Oh, it was he fouled out. 3-2 pitch. Popped up, hit in foul ground, and that's going to go out of play. So 2 outs in the Braves game. In the bottom of the 10th, they have the bases loaded. And Michael Harris II is coming up, and he's ahead in the count 2-0. Oh, boy. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 9th. Reds versus the Mets. Payoff pitch. Here it is. Swing and a miss. And there's 1 gone in the bottom of the 9th. And Diaz comes back after being down in the count 3-0. And the Mets are down to their final 2 outs. And Harris takes a strike in the Braves game. 2-1 is the count there. The pitch, and that's on the outside corner to Marte. Harris with the next one. He takes it up high for ball 3. No balls, 1 strike to Marte. Diaz kicks and delivers, and that pitch is fouled back. Blue Jays down to their final ball. And the next pitch, and that is painted on the outside corner for a strike to Harris, and the count is full at 3-2. So 3 balls, 2 strikes in the bottom of the 10th with the Braves game. It's tied 2-2 with the bases loaded. The 0-2 pitch to Marte here, and that's outside and low for a ball. Can they get Harris out here? Next pitch, and that was a foul ball from Harris. 1-2 here. Popped up. Hit out over towards right field. And there to make the catch is the right fielder, Fraley. And there's 2 gone. So 2 gone, and the Mets are down to their final out. And if the Mets lose, the Phillies' magic number goes down to 13. Harris, did he strike out? He lined out. And the Braves get out of the inning, and the Blue Jays have a chance to take the lead in the 11th. Oh, my gosh. How about that? All right, 2 outs, bottom of the 9th here, and the pitch, swing and a miss. J.D. Martinez is the last hope for the Mets. We're doing the Blue Jays game after this. I'm sorry. We got to keep it interesting. The ball's 1 strike, and the next pitch, and that's outside for a ball. I can't believe that the Braves had a chance to walk it off, and they missed an opportunity. The 1-1 pitch on the way. That was outside, but it's a called strike, and the Mets are down to their final strike. Wow. Keep those likes coming. The 1-2 pitch, here it is. A breaking ball that's in the dirt for ball 2. All right, let's see how this Reds game finishes first. And then we'll go to the Braves game. I can't believe the Braves missed an opportunity, bro. The 2-2 delivery. Down low for ball 3. And the count is now full. They got 63 people on here watching. 92 likes. 8 more to 100. Let's keep going. Keep it going, baby. Mets still down to their final strike. Diaz kicks and delivers the next pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the ball game. The Phillies' magic number goes down to 13. Ring the bell. Nice. How about that, bro? Thank you, Cincinnati. I'll take him down. I'll take it. All right. All right. Okay, back to the Braves game. There's a runner on over at third in the top of the 11th for the Blue Jays. The 1-1 pitch, swing and a miss. Iglesias is pitching another inning. Wow. All right. Come on. Come on, Toronto. Come on, Toronto. Let's go. Let's go. 1-2 pitch, swing and a miss, and Iglesias gets a strikeout. Ugh. They needed that sac fly. They really did. Thank you, Cincinnati. And Toronto, we need you. Or we could use you. We could. This would just be a cherry on top. Come on, Springer. George Springer up to bat. The pitch. There's a ground ball hit up the middle, and the Blue Jays take the lead. 3-2 in the top of the 11th, and George Springer's fired up. Oh, let's go. That's great. All right, runner on over at first. And the pitch, and there's a strike. So the Blue Jays get the lead back and lead it 3-2 in the top of the 11th. On the RBI single by George Springer. The pitch, and that's outside and low for a ball. Yes, let's go. Come on, Toronto. Let's keep those magic numbers going down for Atlanta, too. Can't take your eyes off of them. 1-1 pitch, and there's a pop-up that's hit out over to left field, and the Braves fielder will get under it and make the grab for the third and final out. But the Blue Jays do take the lead and lead it 3-2 as we go to the bottom of the 9th. All right, bottom of the 9th there. Or sorry, bottom of the 11th, excuse me. Bottom of the 11th. Oh, they're going to the Dodgers game? Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Really? Show the rest of the Braves game, bro. That's what I want. That's what I want. Come on, man. Should the walk, or yeah, I think you got to walk the leadoff guy too. It doesn't really matter. Eli White's due up. No, I would face him. I'd face Eli White, man. But actually, well, it's the Blue Jays bullpen. It's the Blue Jays bullpen. I get it. Duvall has struggled too, anyways. So I guess you're right. It would be so nice to line into a double play or something like that. That'd be really nice. All right, Eli White will lead things off. And I'm not going to be able to watch the game because they don't have the game on. They're going to the Guardians-Dodgers game instead. I don't know why. But it is what it is. That game is still early. Why are we doing that, bro? Oh, it's regional coverage. That's why. Darn it. That sucks. Is the game not on TV? I guess not. It's all NFL. And it's understandable. All right, Eli White's coming up. First pitch, and that's taken for a strike. So tying run is over at second, and the winning run is at the plate. Now we just got a scoreboard to watch. Let's go. Charge. Let's see those Braves lose. I can't believe that the Reds won. That's great. TBS, I tried it. Oh, wait. Oh, because it's past the hour. I see what you're saying. Okay. Maybe you're right. Let's go. The pitch on the way. And there is a ground ball, and it's an infield single, and that's going to put runners over at first and third. It's not on TBS. It's too bad. Too bad. All right, so White got on. That sucks. White reached on a bunt single. And now the tying run's over at third, and the winning run is over at first. So now it's Adam Duvall coming up to bat. First pitch, and that's taken for a ball. This would just be so extra nice. Did we get to 100 likes yet? We're at 58 people watching. 1-0 pitch. There's a strike. 96. We need 4 more. 4 more. Let's keep going. Let's keep it going. All right, 1 ball, 1 strike to Adam Duvall. Tying run over at third. We're scoreboard watching. The Reds won. The Phillies' magic number goes down to 13. Phillies' magic number goes down to 13, so that's nice. 1 ball, 1 strike to Adam Duvall. Come on, even a double play. If they tied it back, fine, but I just want the double play. I'll take it. Did the Marlins win? Yeah, they beat the Phillies 10-0. So now we're tuning into the Braves game because the Braves and the Mets are tied, and the Phillies' magic number of clinching over the Atlanta Braves would go down to 12. Now it's at 13 for both the Mets and the Braves. 1-1 is the count to Adam Duvall. We're in the bottom of the 11th. George Springer gave the Blue Jays the lead on the RBI single. They threw it away. Yeah, they did. Blue Jays are throwing this game away, it seems like. Come on. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Adam Duvall. And again, we're just scoreboard watching here. And the Blue Jays get another blown save on the RBI double. Hit by Adam Duvall. An RBI double. Ugh. Man. And that's an RBI double, and it's 3-3. Darn it. Can you put up the scoreboard for the Astros? After this game is done, I'm not even going to do the Astros. That game just got started, right? I'm not doing another full game. Oh, Astros and Diamondbacks. That game gets started at 7. That's the ESPN game tonight. Come on, bro. They've really had to do that. Adam Duvall has had a bad year, bro. Harris scored on an error. Duvall was safe over at first on a throwing error by Barger. What? Barger, what are you doing? Dude, what the heck is going on? That could have been a double play, bro. Oh, that sucks. That could have been a double play, man. Harris scored on an error. Duvall safe on the throwing error by Barger. Dude, what the hell are we doing? White safe on the throwing error over at third. What are we doing? It's on ESPN tonight at 7 o'clock. And the Braves walked it off. All right, so the Braves and the Mets are now tied. Would have been nice to get that magic number down to 12, but whatever. It is what it is. Braves ended up winning the game. Blue Jays didn't help us, but the Mets lost, and that's what really matters at the end of the day. So Mets and Braves are tied, but that's fine. That's fine. At least we made up some ground today. Okay. It is what it is. Okay. The Dodgers game kind of does matter, but I'm not going to do it because I've had enough. I care right now. The most important thing I care about is winning the division. I would love the best record in baseball, but that's more of a longer way to go, you know, so that doesn't seem to matter as much now. But too bad. The Braves walked it off. Game over. Thank you, Barger. I appreciate you for committing that error, dude. You had one job. And Chad Green, thank you. I appreciate you for blowing the save in the bottom of the ninth. Wouldn't have done it without you. Okay. All right. I think that's it. Sean Murphy, what did he even do? I wonder what he did anyways. Brewers are losing. I see that. Actually, the Brewers lost. Brewers lost 4-1. So that's nice for the Phillies. Need the division in the top 2 spots. Yeah, I know. Well, what did Murphy even do, bro? Was it a wild pitch or, like, what the heck happened? Why aren't they showing us? Murphy grounded into a fielder's choice. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Barger's the MVP. He blew it. And Chad Green blew it too. Chad Green blew it as well. So. All right. Love you all. And I will catch you all on the next one. Did we get to 100? We still have 44 people tuning in. Did we get to 100? We're close. We got to 97. I'll make it 98. 2 more till we get to 100. All right. I will catch you all tomorrow night. I want to see what time. I know it seems like I'm stalling here. I'm not. I want to see what time the Phillies are on. The Mets play at 7:07 against the Jays. Bro, the Jays are playing everybody, like in the NL East now. They played the Braves, they played us, and now they play the Mets. Like, and then the Reds play the Braves. Of course, they just switch. So they just switch opponents. So we gotta root for Cincinnati and Toronto again for these next 3 days, bro. That's funny. Whoever made these schedules, bro, that's hilarious. That's actually hilarious. It really is. All right. So Braves and Reds play at 6:40 tomorrow, and the Mets and the Blue Jays are on at 7:07. We'll cover the rest of those 2 games as well. All right. Love you all. Catch you all on the next one. I love each and every one of you. Let's go. At least the magic number's down to 13.